Today, I'm going to show you guys something different. I'm going to show you three major breakthroughs that will unlock massive growth in your Amazon business. I'm going to show you how to uncover winning products to sell on Amazon and how to know with absolute certainty that it's a winning product. I'm going to show you how to scale up winning products to maximize revenue and, of course, squeezing every penny of profit out of each and every sale. For those of you just joining us, welcome. My name is Sean Hart, and in cooperation with my brother from another mother there, Yoni Mazur from Gatita, welcome to the show today. Where's that prize again, Yoni? We're going to give away a brand new pair of AirPod Pros to one lucky winner at random here in about 45 minutes, so don't go anywhere. There's something that's super important, though, guys. You're not going to get anything out of today's presentation if you're not paying attention. So please turn your notifications off, silence your cell phone, exit social media, because you will not get an opportunity to see this live presentation again. And I guarantee you, your competition here are taking great notes because what I'm sharing with you will give you such a massive advantage that it is by far the most profitable thing you could be doing with your time right now. So you can feel good about giving me your undivided attention. Just a quick poll in the chat box. Let me know who you are. Is your business private label? Is your business wholesale? Or do you do both private label and wholesale? So Sarah's private label, Cindy's private label. We have both from JD. And what else do you have there, Seth?
Let me see here, Sean. We have several private labels. Oh, here we go. Here's one from Fabian, from Simon. We have let's see, a couple wholesales. Who is this? Trying to get a refresh. We have Dylan, private label as well. Mostly private label, Sean, with a little bit of a mix in there of both. We have Joe doing wholesale rebranded items. We have Kim doing both. So it's a good mix today, Sean.
Great. Well, let me give you guys a couple special bonuses just for being here live. Not only are we going to do a drawing for a free pair of AirPod Pros, which it seems like I have to replace about 3 times a year. So I guess I should have gotten in on the raffle there, Seth. Just for being here, I'm going to give you two gifts. I'm going to give you a free copy, a physical copy of our best-selling book, Private Label Millionaire Secrets. If you're outside of the U.S., then we're going to give you a PDF. And I'm also going to give you access to our now infamous 23 Hacks Amazon seller training, which is no longer available to the public. To get a free physical copy, only if you have a United States postal address, just send an email requesting your free copy of the book to CS. You see it on your screen there, CS at postpurchasepro.com. And then in order to get the access to this 23 hacks for Amazon sellers, simply scan the QR code here or go to pppro.co/live dash bonuses. Let me keep that screen up just for a moment. We have a couple of you joining us late. Don't go anywhere. We're going to give away some AirPod Pros here in just about 41 minutes from now. All right, moving on. Today, I want to welcome you to today's show called Massively Grow Amazon Sales and Profit. Almost instantly with three slight little shifts that are hidden in your plain sight. Okay. I privately shared what we're talking about here with my friend Yoni, with Jason Fladley, Norm Farrar, Paul Barron, Travis Ziegler, Tim Jordan, Stephen Pope, Ryan Moran, dozens and dozens of others, including Kevin King, and yes, even Jamie Davidson. What do they have in common? They're all completely blown away by what I'm sharing with you today and how we do things different. So let me make a promise. I promise I'm going to show you why most sellers, just like you, are struggling with flatlining sales and shrinking profits. But more importantly, I'm going to show you how you can permanently fix this almost instantly with my three breakthroughs. Yes, we have stumbled upon three breakthroughs in Amazon that completely change everything forever. And with all three pieces in place, growth is instantly unlocked that otherwise would never have happened or been possible for you. All right. Look at this screenshot. Once we discovered these three breakthroughs, our growth was unleashed, skyrocketing us from $35,000 per month to over $1 million per month. The crazy part is that no other sellers are even doing this, and it's hidden right in your plain sight. What I'm sharing with you right now, my friend, is the actual how to guide for making millions of dollars on Amazon. And it is the most powerful strategies we've ever used for sales and profit growth. Essentially, today will be broken into three segments. One, I'm going to show you how to find the best products to sell, whether you're adding products to an existing brand or you're just starting out. This will completely change how you look at your business. Next, I'm going to show you how to scale up revenue from your existing products, right? And lastly, I'm going to show you how to transform your business into what we like to call a cash cow. So let's jump into the first segment right now. Get a pen and paper ready. You're going to want to take notes, right? And you can really learn and can implement these strategies if you just write down a few things. You'll use these strategies to produce the same growth that we've seen time and time again. So let's go, shall we? Breakthrough number one, and we're 9 minutes in here. The most successful sellers consistently add winning products to their portfolio, but most sellers make the same mistakes when it comes to building out a portfolio of products to sell. And we were no different than you. We did it the same way. We did tons of research trying to find the best products to sell. We used software to analyze our opportunities, spent tons of time creating perfect packaging. We bought thousands and thousands of units, hoping that our product would be the hero and sell like crazy. We launched our products using as much marketing firepower as possible. But were our products successful? Well, sometimes, but not every time, right? So here's what we did. We did more research, even more software to analyze. We spent more time creating packaging and branding. We bought even more inventory so we could do bigger and better launches. But somehow our results did not get better. Everything just got slower. The entire process consumed more and more time, money, effort, and potential. Does this sound familiar to anyone here? Because not all of our product ideas were successful. So we started accumulating more and more slow moving inventory. And then we got hit with a surprise bill of $265,000 for long term storage from Amazon. Here's a screenshot of our warehouse when we requested that inventory back. This is Seth's poor little brother on the fork truck trying to figure out where to put the next pallet of returns requested back from Amazon. This skyrocketed our world, right? It like completely blew us away when this happened. And the reason why I'm here today is because right in the middle of all of this pain and all of these problems, we found a diamond. We had a major breakthrough. What if, we thought, what if we could prioritize speed and data over perfection in the beginning? What if we only relied on real sales data and not using software to make guesses? What if we limit our risk by buying small amounts of inventory to use for testing and then only design beautiful packaging after we proved we could capture easy demand on Amazon? Well, we figured out that overall it takes us about 5 product tests on average to find one real hero product. Looks like this. The average seller may only do 5 product tests every year, which would likely only lead to one real winning product added to your portfolio. The rest of the products would just create a drag on your expenses and your working capital. There has to be a better way, right? What if instead of launching 5 products per year to find one winner, what if you could do this? What if you could launch 5 products every month with very, very tiny risk, or even 5 products every week? That's exactly what we figured out how to do. While most sellers are stuck only testing a few products per year and struggling, we figured out that the faster we could test products, the faster we could find winning products to add to our portfolio and build an entirely new brand around. Look, this rapid testing supercharged our growth. Okay. But there was a huge problem. In order to pull this off, we decided to split our product development department into 2 phases. 2. That's testing and launching. Product testing is only used to determine if there's an opportunity. Here it's all about proving demand quickly as possible. So in this phase, we order tiny amounts of inventory to test how easily we can sell product on Amazon. Only after proving that we can easily attract customers profitably would a product move on to the launching phase. And this approach is completely opposite of how most sellers run their businesses. And it was our first major breakthrough. Why? Because it allowed us to shift from testing a single product idea every month to literally testing one product every single day. In fact, in that year, we launched 350 products in just 10 months. Do the math. That's more than one per day. So let's do another quick poll, Seth. I want you to type into the chat box right here, okay? How much money and time did you invest in your first product? If you invested $1,000 and it took 90 days, just write 1,000/90. Whatever that number is for you, I want you to put it in here. We're going to read these results and we will keep it anonymous. Just type in there how much money in months or weeks or years did it take you to launch your first product, and how much money did you invest in that? Seth, what do you have in the chat box, pal?
Well, while everybody's typing in, we have Olfa has a question. How tiny is the inventory during the testing phase? So I think we're going to get to that in a second. We have $5,000 and it took 90 days. We have $20,000 and it took 90 days. Let's see here. We have $2,000 and it took 45 days. So as you guys are typing in the answers here, this is what we've seen time and time
again.
Think
about that, Seth.
Yeah.
$5,000 and 90 days. What if you get it wrong? There's only 4 chances to do a product launch in 90 days throughout the year, right? And $25,000 or $2,500 and it took 60 days, says someone else. I mean, think about it. $80,000 in 120 days, right? This is going to change everything. This is going to completely blow your mind, all right? But I want one more number from you guys, and I'll leave you alone in the chat box. How many products did you launch before you hit your big winner on Amazon? It doesn't mean how many products did you launch before something started selling. How many products have you launched before you hit your big hero product, the one that you hang your hat on, the one that you brag about when you go back to your school reunion? How many products, Seth?
Let's see here. We have 2, 15, 5, 5 to 6, 2, 10. One guy got his on his very first product. That's what we call a rarity. Sarah pulled that off as well, her very first one. So you can see here, we got 3. We have an average probably around 5, I guess, because we have the 15. Yeah. So, between 4 and 5 roughly, Sean.
Well, that's normal. Okay. Those of you, Simon and Sarah, you got it right the first time. Congratulations. Move to the head of the class. That did not happen for me. And we've launched over 1,000 products. But here's why we do things different. Check this out. This is going to completely shift your mindset. Most sellers today use what we call the pick and pray method. You do all this product research and you almost paralyze yourself from the analysis. You remember the old paralysis by analysis. And then you finally pick out a product and you pray that it's going to be successful. So here's an example. Let's imagine you have $1,000 to test your perfect product. You spend 90 days finding it, perfecting it, and getting it ready. That's fair, according to our chat box, right? You aim the very best you can and you launch your product at the Amazon Target, and congratulations, it's a miss. Now, you're out $1,000 or 5,000 or 10,000 or 25,000. But most importantly, you've wasted 3 months of your time, 3 months of your life that you're never going to get back. The better method, ABT, always be testing. Split your $1,000 budget into 5 possible products. Launch them quickly with very little preparation, with plain packaging, and get 5 times the chances of hitting a winning bullseye. This is the smarter, the faster way, the more profitable way to test, because it saves you time and it saves you money. So in sales, this is a writer downer. Most people always say ABC for always be closing. But in Amazon, my friend, it's ABT, always be testing. In fact, if you're coasting, a lot of us, on that one product launch that we did years ago that took us by storm, and you're wondering why your sales and profits are shrinking, you must pay attention right now, because this will save your business. Here's a step-by-step how-to, and then we're going to jump into each step. Select 5 products, order just 20 to 50 units per product, create your listing quickly, send inventory to FBA, turn on sponsored ads, optional if you want to. You can use Vine for reviews, but it's not necessary. Read the data to determine the winner, and then only fully do a launch on the winners. So let's break down step number 1. All right, here it is. Select 5 products that look interesting to you for testing. Don't get too analytical on this. You can use software if you'd like, but don't paralyze yourself by overanalyzing. If an idea looks good, simple, test it. There have been so many examples of products failing that we just knew were going to be a win, as well as products that we knew were going to be amazingly successful, but they failed. All right. Missed a bullet there. Sorry. So we figured out that on Amazon, software and projections cannot be relied on. You, my friend, as a human, must test to know for sure whether a product will win or it won't win. The idea is to select 5 products to actually see if you can capture some sales on Amazon. That is real data. That's not guessing. Step 2, order 20 to 50 units. That answers your question. You can order from Alibaba. You can order from DHgate. I don't care if you buy it from eBay or Walmart or the Dollar General. Doesn't matter where you get it. Just get it in simple, plain packaging. If it's got someone else's logo on it, just remove it and put it in a plain poly bag or a plain white box. This isn't about making a huge profit. It's about testing and testing quickly and failing fast, but failing forward. I've never had a supplier turn me down on this because there's no customization required on their part. They can easily accommodate this for you, maybe even grab some product off of the line from someone else's larger order. All right. Remember, you're testing their quality and you're going to get feedback from your customers. Then let them know once you have feedback, you'll place a full order if the feedback is positive. Step number 3, create a listing. Create good listings, but please don't overspend or stress yourself out. Many times suppliers even have good photos that you can use or you can modify to save time and money. You're going to optimize your listings only after you've proven demand. Remember, this is about getting data as fast as possible and real data from real customers. Step 4, send it to FBA. It's easy enough, right? FBA listings still have an advantage. Step 5, turn on sponsored ads. Don't get crazy here. We're just doing it enough to generate traffic and test to see if your listings will convert. Keep it simple, $10 a day, 80 cents per bid. If you already know the keywords that you want to target, you can also create a manual campaign if you want. The point is to see how easily your listings will generate sales in their market. Can't make it any simpler than that. Step 6, read the data. Let's imagine you launch 5 products. Here's what happened. Product 1, 0 sales. Product 2, 1 sale. Product 3, congratulations, you hit the bullseye. 20 sales, you sold out. Product 4, 3 sales, and the final product, 2 sales. Which product would you want to add to your brand or build a brand around? Of course, it's product number 3. Imagine putting all your effort into product number 1, spending your entire budget in 90 or 120 days or a year, some of you said, struggling every day to try to make it work. When with just a tiny bit of testing, you could have built an amazing business around product number 3 that already sells easily. This is the data that you can rely on. This isn't projections from someone's software. This is real sales data in your account generated by real customers that chose to spend money with you. How much more confident would you be now launching product number 3, knowing that you could easily create sales? This is a completely different way to approach Amazon, and I think you would agree is an absolute game changer. Somebody say amen in the chat box. Step number 7, launch the winners. Now you've proven that you can capture demand with one of your products, you can officially launch it properly. Create a brand new listing, not your old test listing. Design beautiful packaging, get amazing photos created, and pour all of your time and effort into that launch. The difference is that now you're launching with full confidence, already knowing that it's going to work. Don't waste time though. Opportunities come and go. So make sure you launch as quickly as possible because you want to strike while the opportunity is there and not let competition come in before you launch. Does this make sense? Are y'all following me? Do you see how this completely changes your business? This can transform your business from a stagnating dud product filling up your warehouse into a dynamic, thriving business in a matter of weeks. Let me ask you, why are you here right now hanging out with me, Seth, Tracy, Yoni? Are you here just to consume what I'm giving you and do nothing? I don't think you are. So let's make this a productive call before we get into breakthrough number 2. And we want to commit to take action. I want you to type into the chat box, I promise, if you, my friend, will be one of the few action takers on today's call. If you see something that makes sense for you and your business, if you will take action, just type I promise in the chat box. Seth, what do you have for me while I hydrate?
Yeah, I'm answering questions here. You guys are asking good questions. This is amazing. Let's see here, Sean. So we have Bronwyn promises, Cindy promise, Sarah promises. Let's see here. We have some really good action takers today. We have Kim, Olfa. Great questions about the first breakthrough, Sean. This has been amazing so far.
All right, good deal.
Herman, more coming in. Everybody's action takers today.
Well, since my brother Yoni popped in on the camera there, Yoni, what do you think about breakthrough number one before we get going?
I think it's good. It's it's kind of a A/B testing on the market. You know, typically you do A/B testing in digital marketing, stuff like that, but here you do it with physical goods. So it's a breakdown of a new approach that then you can really rely on real data from real products. And it's private. It's almost like secret. Because
Yeah, you're doing this
keep
under
in
the
mind when you use
radar.
a software, for example, everybody else sees the same data, and if some of them are seeing it at the same time, you all attacking at the same time, that might explain the failures, even though you're placing a lot of chips and bet on one type of product. Where if you do more stealth and more in private and low key and lean, that is and you have real data you can rely on, and that nobody really else has. I think that's pretty strong.
It's pretty amazing, brother Yoni, when someone would never take their entire nest egg in retirement and invest it in one single security, one stock. No, you always diversify to spread the risk, right?
That's right.
And that's exactly what we're doing here, Seth.
Yeah, exactly. So I talked to a seller the other day, Yoni, and he brought up the same thing. He's like, "Well, but my software says this is a great opportunity, or this is a
The
poor
software's
opportunity,
not
right?"
writing the checks.
Exactly. So the software could literally create the opportunity because it says that it's a poor opportunity and everybody avoids it. So we've seen that time again, that where it looks like there might not be an opportunity, there actually is. So this is my favorite way to actually get real data. Go ahead, Sean.
This is going wide versus deep. All right, let's talk about breakthrough number two, folks. Just like I promised, this is all about scaling up your revenue. This is a huge, huge opportunity. So play close attention here, because I've seen sellers 2 and 3x their business in the next 60 days simply by doing this strategy. What do most sellers, maybe this is you, do once you found a winning product? You go out looking for another winning product to add to your brand, right? Well, this is the wrong approach. Let me explain. Once you've found your winning product, you should completely dominate your niche by cloning your success. What does that mean, though? Clone your success. It's the fastest way to double your sales, right? And create a brand new listing selling the exact same product using the exact same strategy you've just successfully used. We have literally multiple times 10x our sales using this same process. So you want 10 times more money than you have right now? Pay attention. How is this possible? Let me show you. Every single position in search results on Amazon is worth a certain amount of sales per day, right? Right. So if you're selling thermometers like this and you had just one listing on page 1, then you will capture more sales. But so will all your competitors' listings. They're taking up space, different positions also in search, right? So let's say that each position in search for the keyword thermometer, just for sake of simplicity, is worth about $1,000 per day in sales. That being true, how many of these listings would you like to own? The answer? As many as possible, right? So if this was your brand, what do you think would happen to your sales if you owned all of the listing positions on page 1? Do you think your sales would get higher? Do you think they would go up? They absolutely would, because you have a much higher likelihood of getting clicked on. Think about your Amazon listing like taking up a spot on a retail shelf. The more likely customers will notice your product and buy yours, right? If you take up the entire shelf. Well, what if your product took up an entire aisle? Your sales would shoot up dramatically. And that's exactly, even though it's a dramatic representation, it's what we're doing on Amazon at this moment. We have literally, like I said, 10x our sales using this same strategy by cloning a successful listing 10 times. This took our sales from 30,000 per month to 300,000 per month. We call this creative cloning. Here's step by step how to do it, and then we'll break down each step for you. Number one, sell more of the exact same product. Yes, with the exact same packaging by creating a brand new listing. That's a new ASIN with a new UPC under the exact same brand. All right. You have to use new photos, new titles, new bullets, new description. Use the exact same strategies that you've already proven successful. So let me break it down. All right. I'm going to keep this super simple. And you don't know how many times I've explained this. And someone said, you know what, Sean? You taught me this 7 times, but I finally learned it. Don't be that guy. Don't be that girl. Pay attention right now, okay? And get it right the first time, because the longer you wait, the more money it's costing you. You're going to create a brand new listing with new ASIN and new UPC. This is not a variation or a child listing. You literally go in and create a new listing and assign it a new UPC. Everything else changes. This will be a standalone listing that will take up another position in search. You already know the best keywords to use. You already have a supplier. Heck, you already have inventory. Simply re-sticker over your existing barcode. Presto, you have 2x the exposure. Make sense? There is another way we can use this strategy. After you've cloned your success, you can start looking for even more opportunity within your market. Don't worry, I'm going to explain. We niche down. By niching down, we can target one specific customer avatar with your listing. All right. Just imagine if you were invited to a webinar today to show you how to 10x your sales in the used car business. How many of you would be here right now? Almost none, right? But the fact that you were invited to today's call to show you how to increase your sales in your Amazon business, that's what got you here. That's a niche. That's niching down, speaking to one specific customer avatar. If you ain't an Amazon seller, baby, you're in the wrong place, right? This allows your conversion to be incredibly high because you're only speaking to a very specific customer, filling that customer's very specific need, and you only target very specific keywords with the listing. Let's look at a real world example. We always like to use Tylenol. Walk into CVS, Walgreens, whatever your local pharmacy is, and go look at the pain relieving aisle. You're going to see, you'll be like completely inundated with red and white boxes with all different flavors of Tylenol. But guess what? All Tylenol is just 500 milligrams of acetaminophen. I don't care if it's for backache, toothache, or a migraine headache. It doesn't matter. You can see that Tylenol, which is a household name here in the US, has been using creative cloning in retail for a very long time. All they're doing is positioning their product to appeal to different types of customers with their language and messaging. But the actual product, make no mistake about it, is exactly the same. Tylenol gets to take up more and more shelf space, or in our case, search results on page 1 of Amazon. And then they get to better serve their customers by calling out specific customers with each position. Now, what if you're buying Tylenol to alleviate a migraine headache? You walk into CVS, you're in pain at the moment, boom, your eyes are attracted to Tylenol migraine. Guess what? It's the exact same thing as Tylenol Extra Strength. It's the same thing as Rapid Release. It's the same thing as the coated tablets, but it spoke to you and your specific need. You understand the difference? This results in dramatically higher conversion rates for each one of these products that's targeted to a specific type of customer. Does this make sense? You need to identify exactly who you can target and the language patterns those customers are most attracted to. Think about it. Why is a customer buying my widget? Well, my reason may be different from the next guy or the next gal. Find out why and create listings specifically to answer that question that I, as a consumer, am already asking myself. You should always look to see if there's a sub niche where you can narrow your focus and more specifically target a single customer avatar, right? I spend a lot of time on my boat. And when I go to buy a product for my boat on Amazon, guess what? I add a magic little identifier to my search. It's called marine grade. Why? I don't want something corroding. What if I wanted a pizza cutter, a fly swatter? I don't care what it is, an iPhone charger. Type in marine grade. Guess what I get to see? Products that are designed to be used on my boat. It's the same dang product I'm using in my car or my truck, right? But it's targeted to me, the yachting guy who wants something for my boat. Does this make sense? I'm the customer avatar. All right. Let's look at razors, for example. There are so many things you can do with razors. You may say, no, all you're doing is removing unwanted hair from your body, right? Well, would you speak to this buyer the same way as you would this buyer? Or how about this buyer? Or what about this one? Do you see the difference here? These products are all exactly the same, but they're being used for a different type of utility. So we say, this is what I'm advocating for, create a listing for each specific sub niche in that category. All right. Here's another example. Let's say that you're selling dog leashes or dog collars. You want to find it. Here's a quick trick you can use to find sub niches when you're building these listings. Right. So if you go to Amazon and you type in razors for, you say razors for underarm, razors for bikini line, razors for men's face, razors for your back, whatever. All right. Crayons for, pillows for, pizza cutter for nonstick pants, for kids, for arthritis, for fabric, for glass. You understand? Lamps, vitamin C for. Let Amazon give you the cheat codes here. Amazon will automatically populate what is being searched for after the term vitamin C for kids, for face, for dogs, for guinea pigs. Really? Guinea pigs? There's a sub niche. Supplements for dogs, for men, for women, for anxiety, for leg cramps, for weight loss, a hairbrush for, a jump rope for, a dog leash for. How about a dog leash for a large dog? Let's take that example. Jump over to Google and type in large dogs. You can take the niche that you discovered on Amazon and drill even deeper and often more profitable into a sub niche of categories. If you search on Google, you can see that there are 45 easily targetable specific dog breeds that we already found on Google within a few seconds. So you create listings for the Bull Mastiff, for the Terrier, for the Chinook, for the Dalmatian, the Collie, the Boxer, the German Shepherd. I don't care what it is. If that listing speaks to me and my particular breed of dog, guess which one I'm clicking on? Guess which one I'm buying? I think the answer is obvious, isn't it? But why does this work? It works, my friend, because you can speak directly to one customer at a time, which allows you to charge more, convert at a higher rate, rank a lot faster, make more money, and take up more Amazon real estate. Let's face it, you might not have considered this yet, but this is one cold, hard truth. You can only capture so much market share by having one listing within your niche. As you add different listings that position the product differently, you're going to capture more of the search results page and therefore end up with a lot more sales. Some of you should be saying, wow, right now. Are you loving this? Just give me some love in the chat box. Maybe you're asking yourself, but Sean, is this against terms of service? No. As the brand owner, that's who you are. You own the brand. You get to decide what's considered a new product simply by assigning a new UPC. All the big boys are doing it. Look at these two different Nike shoes. They're exactly the same pair of shoes. One sells for 70, one sells for 110. Amazon's not opening up the boxes and saying they look too similar. No, they recognize it as a new product because you assigned it a new UPC. The same applies to our business on Amazon. Maybe you're thinking, well, I'll be competing with myself and cannibalizing my listing. And Kim says this is genius. When it comes to competing with yourself, don't be stupid. Hate to be so blunt, but your competition's competing with you every day. Why not hold an extra position and compete with yourself, but capture more sales, more market share? Nike knows that taking up more shelf space at Finish Line is going to net them more sales, even though the shoes look similar. Tylenol's got it figured out. The more options they have on the shelf, the more chances to grab a buyer's attention for a specific need. You've already done the research. You have a supplier. You know the keywords. You have photos. You already have your packaging. You know exactly how to launch the product. Copy what you already know and double your business. Look, I know Taylor Swift is the most popular thing going in music right now, but she doesn't have to write a new song every day, does she? She takes what she already knows and leverages it and literally takes it to the moon. Don't reinvent yourself when you have something successful. Ride the wave on Amazon and capture all the market share you can for that category. This is a massive, massive opportunity that most sellers will completely ignore. Why? Because it's too simple. You want something more difficult. You want something more grandiose, right? How about you? Will you, yes, I'm talking to you, will you ignore this opportunity and leave all those sales for your competition to capture? Let me know in the chat box right now if you're going to take action on this by typing yes. Seth, what do we have in the chat box? I'll quickly recap. You've already discovered how to find products that you know with certainty will sell using always be testing methodology, very minimal risk. You then scaled up your revenue by cloning your successful listings to take up more space in search results. And now you have a lot more customers buying from your business. But my friend, knock, knock, opportunity is knocking. You're still missing out on the biggest opportunity of all. Are you ready? Seth, what do you have?
Yes. So Kim says this is genius. Cindy says, what about the main image? Is it okay to be the same? So no, Cindy, you have to have a different listing. And that's what Tylenol is doing with their packaging, because they have the benefit of setting it on the retail shelf. For us, our shelf, our retail packaging is our listing. So we want it to appear different. So as customers are scrolling through search, they have a bunch of different options, even though they're the same brand, the same product, all from you. So change your entire listing. Otherwise, Amazon might get confused and merge your listing. So yes, it has to be different. SJV is taking action. Fabian's taking action. Herman's taking action. Bronwyn, Olfa, yes, my wheels are spinning. Zalman, Sean, you are the king. Cindy, yes,
Boom,
let's
crown
go.
me, baby. Oh, what say you, Yoni of House Mazor?
I like it. It's strong. It's what the big boys are doing, the corporations, because they figure it out, and this is just a way to do it on this marketplace. I know, like, for example, I was looking for a mattress and I found one that I like, and I think back in the days called Sleepies. Today they called mattress firm or fur mattress, something like that. And then, I saw this, I was trying to look online for the same one, but I couldn't. But then
Can't,
I saw a
impossible.
listing. Yeah, I saw a listing with exact same product, but they just dubbed it a different name, like a different angle, and it was from a different merchant, but it was much cheaper. Because you showed that Nike for 110 or 80. I'm trying to get that discount because they say we'll match any price, but I couldn't find the same. So I said, it looks like the same product. I think it's the manufacturer does the same one, but lays it out with a different name or different niche. This for the back paint, this for whatever, but
Yep.
it's the same thing. It's like you acknowledge it and you give me hundreds of dollars off. So the practice is there, but the big boys, I think this is a way for the Amazon sellers to adapt it to this marketplace and just kick it. That's it.
It works in Jersey. Seth and I sold pillows for years before we sold that brand, and we had the exact same pillow package as side sleeper, back sleeper, stomach sleeper, hypoallergenic, and da 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 da. We had 10 listings on page one. Seth.
Yes, we did. And Yoni, that one product, just like you were saying, as we just cloned ourselves, we cloned the revenue. Every time we'd make a new listing, bang, we'd have another $30,000 in revenue added. And then we'd think, oh, is this the last one? No, another 30,000 and another 30,000, 10x the revenue, like within a few months. This is really, really powerful. But like Sean said, we've taught it to so many people and they're like, oh, well, that's too simple. I'll put that one on the back burner. But it's like the biggest opportunity sitting there in your own account right now.
Yeah, can you imagine?
No doubt there is work to be done. You just have to hone down on this. Once you hone it and it clicks, that's when it's gonna be a game changer. But you gotta pave the way a little bit. That's all.
Yep, you're going after a different market. If Taylor Swift had to write a new album every time she did a concert, she'd be out of business, wouldn't she? If it works here, it's going to work in Tokyo. I heard she's going to be playing in Tokyo on Super Bowl Sunday, so we'll see if she makes it back in time to support Kelsey, right?
I'll say that.
Chiefs or 49ers, Yoni?
You want me get me in trouble? Detroit Lions. That's what I can tell you.
Hey, that's what I wanted, but that ship already sailed.
That's it.
right,
I guess the
There's
Bears
an action taker, Sean. I just wanted to give her a shout out. Let's jump into breakthrough number 3.
Breakthrough number 3, maximize profitability. Now, let me tell you a story. Well, I'm going to tell you a story once you understand this. This has happened recently. Now we're at the most important part of today's session, which is how to maximize your profitability, of course. This is where you turn sales into profit that you can keep in your pocket. This is by far the most crucial part of this entire process. Breakthrough number 3, make no mistake about it, is about making sales both easy and profitable. We always joke, Seth, that the easiest sales you're ever going to make is just giving people what they already want to buy, right? If you can do that, you can solve that puzzle. You don't need to know anything about sales. Just feed your starving crowd. Right now, I'm going to prove to you that the most profitable companies in the world put an absolute insane amount of effort into creating repeat orders, and why this is probably the biggest opportunity that you're currently ignoring. Why do most sellers fail to make much profit? Here's the core profitability struggles from my observations. Sellers like you are focused on the most expensive part of the marketing funnel, which is, wait for it, new customer acquisition. That is paying for exposure to attract new prospects to buy your product for the first time. And sellers are completely ignoring all of the customers that you've already served. Why are repeat orders so valuable? Well, according to Constant Contact, repeat customers spend more money, they're easier to sell to, new customers cost more to acquire, but repeat customers promote your business, and businesses just like yours, just like mine, just like Yoni, are built on customer retention. What happens to your Amazon profitability with an additional purchase? Let's imagine you make a sale for $20 and you make a profit of $3 after all the expenses like fulfillment and so on. Well, let's assume that you had to spend $6 in advertising to create that sale. So if you produced an additional sale, the total profit on the second sale would be $9 because you've completely eliminated that $6 in PPC cost. Do you understand? That means that your profits go from $3 to a total of $12 from that one customer. This is a massive difference. How about a $3 profit, right? So you make one sale to every customer, like most sellers do, and you make $3. Well, if you make one sale, it should never stop there. If you make just one additional sale to that same customer, your profit goes from $3 to $12. Now, I don't know about you, but my math tells me that's 4x in profits with that one additional sale. But think about this. What if you sold 2 additional units to the same customer over a time period? Your profit would shoot up to $21 because you're not spending any additional money on sponsored ads to create these sales, because sending emails, which is what we do, is nearly free. How many of you here today just because you accidentally clicked a link on the internet? How many of you here today because you got an email from Yoni and Gatita inviting you? Yes, that's what we're doing here. Look what happens to your profit by selling your existing customers only 3 additional units over the next month, 6 months, or 12 months. It jumps all the way to $30. Now, as you can see, there's a giant difference, isn't there, between selling to a customer once or a few times. In this case, selling 3 additional products to the same customer over time grows our profits by 10x. But most sellers are constantly seeking to slightly improve your PPC cost so that you can make an extra 50 cents per sale, when they should really be focused on this. Almost every highly profitable company on the planet relies on repeat customers for most of their profit, and your business is no different. Let me tell you the story now. I just grabbed an Uber to go to RSW, Southwest Florida, to fly to Cincinnati 48 hours ago. On my drive, I had 27 minutes to kill on the way to the airport, so I got to talking to my Uber driver, Jason. Jason, what did you do in a previous life? Well, as it turns out, Jason says, I used to be a pizza consultant. So I fast forward. I'm like, all right, I'm going to Tim Ferriss this guy. Give me the 80-20. What's the 20% of the effort that got you 80% of the results as a pizza consultant? Jason would fly in to a Domino's franchise that was struggling and increase their revenue 4x within 60 days. And you know what he told me? 65% of their profit came from upsells. Upsells. So when you see the national advertisement where you can get a Domino's pizza for $6.99 with one topping, the actual franchisee loses money if you don't buy a 2-liter of soda and some breadsticks to go along with it. 65%, my friend, of their profit in their pocket at the end of the day comes from upsells. That's it. And this is why it's better. Your existing customers are the most likely people in the world to buy from you again, whether it's the same product or another. And when you can sell to the same customer again and again, you don't have to pay for advertising. So you're not wasting your profit on sponsored ads. And when you send your customers back to your Amazon listings from an outside source, oh boy, this triggers the strongest signal from Amazon to rank your products higher. We've all heard about the importance and the value of external traffic, but we don't know how to do it. Well, this is how you do it. And this completely changes the game of building businesses on Amazon. So maximizing your profit is all about turning your existing customers into repeat customers, because getting new customers is the most expensive way to create sales for any business. Just ask Yoni. He literally sponsors every single event in our industry looking for new customers. Most sellers are wasting almost all of your profit on sponsored ads in an effort to do what? To attract new customers. But really, each sale has something extremely valuable behind it, a customer. Most sellers are forgetting this, but customers that come back and buy from you again and again are the biggest source of profit you will ever see. So at the top of this graphic, you can see that each sale should lead into a customer opting into your list to claim an amazing offer, which will result in more reviews, higher keyword ranking, more traffic, and even more sales. Now for the obvious question. What's the best way to create repeat orders? Well, for Domino's, when you call in to buy the $6.99 pizza, they say, how many do you want? Would you like breadsticks with that? How about a 2-liter of soda? We have new cinnamon twist. All right. Let's see what Amazon says about the best way to get repeat orders. Amazon's own reporting shows that email marketing has the highest conversion rate by far. In fact, it does more than twice as good as every other traffic source. Here's how we discovered it. I used to be just like you, my friend, and I only focused on attracting new customers to Amazon. But we invested heavily into making our Amazon listings stand out. And we tried every method to outshine our competitors, just like you. But I learned that the easiest way to drive more sales is to sell more to our existing and past customers, also known as repeat orders or cross-selling. Selling more to past customers significantly increases your profits. Customers, you and I are consumers too, right? We prefer buying from familiar brands and companies. It's hard to switch from a brand you trust, like Samsung or Apple, for example. But if you've been accustomed to buying your phone from Apple, you're much more likely to buy another phone or another product from Apple than you would from another brand. How many of you iPhone users out there would willingly switch over to Samsung if I just told you to, or vice versa? Not very many. Your customers on Amazon are the same as you and I. They prefer to do business with brands that they already trust, just like your brand. We made it easier for our past customers to buy from us again. The easiest sales are to those who already trust your brand. Amazon's traffic will take care of itself. This is something you can do. This is a lever that you can pull. This is an opportunity that you're missing out on. So whose responsibility is it? It's not mine, not Amazon's. It's not your customers. It's your responsibility. People often rebuy or recommend products that they like. As consumers, we too regularly return to Amazon to buy trusted products. How many times have you sent the actual link to a product on Amazon to a friend or colleague? I do it almost weekly. What we do, it's not magic. We offer our past customers special deals to come buy again. We use emails and text messages to reach our Amazon customers. Then people will rebuy from the same brand over and over again if you just give them the opportunity. It's easier to rebuy a known product than it is to research a brand new one. If you already had a good experience, why would you want to start over? Focusing only on new customers is like going out and looking for a new career every morning when you wake up. You wouldn't do that, would you? Optimizing your listing on Amazon is fine, but it's only going to get you so far. Your profit will come from selling to your existing customers over and over. Think about it. If you had a physical storefront out on Main Street, would you really expect to only have one transaction with each person who walks into the store? Heck no. I know not. I know you wouldn't do that because you're smart. How do I know you're smart? Because you're here with me right now. You try to nurture each customer to get them to come back again and again, right? Guess what? It's not magic. This is just called a business. It's just business. And why should your Amazon business be any different? This approach, my friend, has been the key to our Amazon success for over a decade. There are three core seller misbeliefs that I've discovered when I travel the world and go to cool places and hang out with cool people like Yoni and our other colleagues. Misbelief number one, you unfortunately believe that the best way to make more sales and more money is to attract new customers to your listing. But the reality is, the best way to make more money and higher profit is to sell your existing customers more products. You're the only one in control of that. You often believe that customers who are already browsing, shopping on Amazon are the best or only source of new traffic that you have. But the reality, the best and highest profitable source of traffic is your existing customer contact list, because now you know it costs you nothing to get your old customers to come back again. Or this one I hate the most is that you are stuck spending money on sponsored ads and keyword ranking to create more sales, and you believe that's the only way. Please, if you get nothing else but a pair of iPods from this, all right, get this. Understand that you should only use paid ads. Spend your hard-earned dollars to attract customers, not so that you can transact with them one time. No, 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 no. So that you can sell to them again and again and again and create a lifetime value of that customer, lowering your ad cost over time. Let's get into the step-by-step here for those of you that are chomping at the bit. One, give your Amazon customers a very good reason to share their contact information with you at the point of unboxing. Two, use a Mafia offer. If you've already read my book, Private Label Millionaire Secrets, or you have a free copy coming thanks to our free giveaway, then we have chapter 5 is all about Mafia offers. Create that Mafia offer inside your package that screams, hey, go do this now, because it's so valuable that they can't say no. Collect your customers' emails when they claim your valuable offer. Yes, it's within terms of service and there's nothing illegal here. Deliver them value, and lots of it. Have you gotten value here today? And we're not even finished with breakthrough number 3. If you've gotten a lot of value here today, just say yes in the chat box. We love to deliver value. That's how you want to treat your customers. Deliver them value. Don't just send them marketing messages and coupons and offers. Deliver value, and lots of it. So step 1 is give them a good reason to share their contact. Create a Mafia offer that rides inside your packaging and screams, do this now. This offer needs to stand out, okay? If you were advertising on park benches, would you put your advertisement on the back side of the bench? No, because no one's going to see it. Think about this. Nike offers a free app download through a QR code on their box. That's good customer service. That's value. Major consumer packaged goods like Tylenol and other national household brands, their packaging includes contact information, right? Call or text or write or email. Coffee maker. Let's say you bought a new coffee maker and it says, hey, go here to Keurig.com and register your warranty. That's value. Or video instructions so your customers know how to use your product correctly without causing injury or voiding the warranty. Value. Think value. Step 2, use that Mafia offer that you'll learn about in chapter 5 of our book inside your packaging that screams, go do this now. Why? Because it's so valuable that they simply can't say no. Your offer must provide so much value that your customers simply can't ignore it. We like to use curiosity and value to stand out. Ask yourself this. Ready? What would your customer most likely need immediately before or after they purchase your product? Print your offer in easy to read way and only use the most effective words. We're not trying to write a book here. Only tell them what matters and give them simple instructions. Create curiosity where possible. Be specific and, again, valuable. Tell them exactly what to do to take action. Look, every Amazon product serves a unique customer. And to create an offer that converts, you must think about your customer's perspective. You must put yourself in the mind of your customer at the time of unboxing your package and ask this question. What offer would be so compelling that my customer would literally drop everything that they're doing and take action on the offer immediately? A Mafia offer is an offer so good they feel stupid saying no. like first in line access to product launch, valuable digital content, product replacement programs, priority customer service, safety videos, instructional videos, complimentary bonus products, newsletters, app downloads, you name it. But it must be relevant to your customer. And then you're going to love this. We use tons of psychological triggers that help boost conversions, like urgency. Hey, this offer ends soon. Or scarcity. Very, very limited availability. Value. The bonus is worth $100. Or reciprocity. This is strong. Give, give, give way more than they expect without the expectation of anything in return. We use social proof. Show others results or others using your product because let's face it, no one wants to be the first one or the only one, right? And curiosity. This is probably the strongest. What would happen if, or I wonder what this is? And I'm going to show you an example. An authority. This is endorsed by the American Heart Association, or this has the Good Housekeeping seal of approval. Look at these two ride along messages. One offers a valuable 24-hour recorded message. There's no tail there, right? There's no hurdle. No one wants to talk to a salesman. The 24-hour recorded message offers information and more value without the need of speaking to someone 24 hours a day. It's easy, right? It's low barriers, low hurdle. And check it out. Check this scratch off. This allows customers to scratch off and see what they want, like a lottery ticket. Imagine if a scratch off lottery ticket fell out of your coffee maker or your Nike sneakers when you were opening it. Would you scratch it off? See what you win? Yes, you would. We all would. This combines curiosity, value, and urgency. These types of messages cannot be ignored, but don't expect to create opt-ins by simply offering a warranty or a discount. It's not compelling enough. Do you get it? And if you tried this in the past, then now you know that most of your customers will not act on a weak offer. Would you? Look, when we got this right, our opt-ins went from less than 1%, like most of you, to over 88% in some cases. Step 3, collect customer emails when they claim your valuable offer. You must collect an email address or a phone number if you want to be effective and immediately send your value through email to show trust and dependability. And then you have to keep your list warm and engaged, right? Deliver value in step 4 and lots of it. Deliver value in the form of content to your customers. How-to guides, tutorials, tips and tricks, reminders, or discounts. Here's a bonus step. Create a WhatsApp group with your customers for polling. If you want to make product testing and breakthrough number 1 easier, simply give your customers that opt in the ability to join your private WhatsApp group. This is another marketing channel that you and only you own and control forever. And then you can use this to poll your contacts about new launches. Like this. This is one of our many WhatsApp groups for Amazon sellers where we share hacks daily. You can see that this group has 884 Amazon sellers, just like you. Maybe you're in one of our groups. And I sent a poll about 10 days ago about a project that we were working on, and I have 62 yeses and 2 nos. Guess what? This gives me more confidence, not less confidence, to finish the project. This is something we can all relate to. Have you ever gone into a restaurant? I know you have in New Jersey. It's so busy over there, Yoni, and you feel like everyone's ignoring you. Can't get a seat, can't get a refill, can't get someone to take your order. Heck, they won't even tell you where the restroom is. No one wants to be ignored as a customer, right? Instead of sitting in a restaurant begging to get a refill on your beer, what if the owner of the restaurant comes out personally and greets you, talks to you about new items on the menu? What if the chef comes out and gives you a sample of a new dish they're working on, or the maitre d' asks you about your daughter's wedding? This is a place where you want to bring friends, where you're not completely ignored, where you and only you and your friends get a chance to indulge in something new because they make you feel good and wanted. Is that what you want? This is what you should want for your customers. A feeling of wanted, of being understood, not the feeling of being ignored. Stop ignoring your customers, because when you get this right, you can take control of your business and create a much more valuable brand. You can quickly and easily duplicate the success you're already seeing. Your customers will be a lot happier and you'll end up making a lot more money. Here's what most sellers do, unfortunately. You create a sale on Amazon and then nothing. You go out looking for new customers using sponsored ads or some latest ranking hack, and you forget about the most valuable part, your customer. Here's what your business should look like. You create a sale on Amazon, you pocket a little cash, and then you send maybe a follow-up message and you make another sale. You make more money. They refer a friend by sending it to their phone. You make another sale, and then all of a sudden grandma writes about it in a Christmas card, and then you make another sale. It's everything that happens after that initial purchase, which makes a huge difference. We call it post-purchase marketing. Later, we found out, and now today the data proves that the product your customer is most likely to buy from you again is the product that they already bought. And that fact changes everything. So the reason most sellers are failing to make much profit is because you're ignoring your customers. And you're failing because you're spending most of your profit on sponsored ads, and you're failing to use any post-purchase marketing system at all. Are you? Are you doing everything you can to maximize your profits by selling to your existing customers over and over, just like dominoes? What are you doing in your business right now to create repeat orders and cross sales? Let me ask you, all right, would you agree with me? Now that you have a foolproof way to launch and test new products while avoiding risk and uncertainty with my always be testing formula, and you now have a way to scale your products to dominate your niche, every single niche that you enter using my creative cloning, the last piece, and quite frankly, the most important of your business, would be to create more sales from your past customers, because this is where all the profit is. What would happen, my friend, if we used all of our knowledge, all of our resources and experience to accept full responsibility for your post-purchase success, to build out your entire post-purchase marketing funnel, and used every teeny tiny component of our post-purchase marketing strategies to create tons of repeat orders, cross sales, ranking, reviews, and then simply hand you the end results with absolutely no effort on your part? Would that make a huge difference? It would, wouldn't it? You agree with me? In all honesty, the exact advice that I'm giving you right here today is the same advice that I give my own children. Your business currently looks like this. You create a sale on Amazon and you do absolutely nothing with the customers you've just spent all that money to acquire. And you go out looking for new customers, paying dearly for more sponsored ads, which drains away most of your profits. No good. Here's what your business could look like. Okay? We could build out 100% of your post-purchase marketing completely for you, which will create tons of repeat orders, better keyword ranking, and a lot more profit because you pay virtually nothing for every additional sale that you make from email marketing. Now, before you get too excited, please do me a favor, put your credit card away. I got nothing to sell you on today's call, but I am going to give you an opportunity to talk to us in more detail about what we do. In fact, I'm going to give you a way, I'm going to share with you a way to have all this completely built and deployed for you with no effort from you, and for such a ridiculous offer that you might be clinically insane not to say yes. Ever heard of a mafia offer? Today's much different. Don't go anywhere, or you're going to miss something truly extraordinary, and we're about ready to give away those AirPod Pros. Are you guys ready on the back end of that, Seth? You got that list built? And in other words, my friends, I'm going to make this decision so simple for you that you have to be insane not to say yes, because the value that this is going to add to your business is so enormous, and your investment will be so little that it makes this a no-brainer decision. In fact, my company, Post Purchase Pro, is the only done-for-you complete A to Z marketing service built specifically for you Amazon sellers by us Amazon sellers. And right now, for the first time since early September 2023, yes, several months ago, our program has been completely full and unavailable for over 4 months now. But that all changes right now at this moment, and you are in the right place at the right time. I'm looking for just a few sellers, serious sellers that we can work with. And today I'm giving you an opportunity to talk with us directly about our strategies. These strategies that have completely changed the way top Amazon sellers are doing business around the world. But before we get into the details, I have to make an admission. I've never, ever been able to successfully help a seller that sells poor quality, crappy products. I've literally failed every single time. So if your products have a 3-star review rating or less, I'm sorry, this won't work for you. You just need better products. I just want to get that out of the way and be honest about it so I don't waste your time. But if you are like us and you sell products that people like, I'm 100% certain that I can add massive value to your business, regardless of your category or what kind of product you sell. Because as long as people like your products, I've never failed at this one time. If that sounds fair, I'll explain. You see, the hard truth to swallow is that the true value in your business is not the product you sell, it's in the customers that you serve. And without a real relationship with your existing customers, you too are forced to depend 100% on Amazon for your buyer traffic through search term ranking and very expensive sponsored ads, which kill your profit margins. You don't just have to take my word for it, though. Look what people are saying all over the world. Leonard and Eddie, 5-star reviews coming from everywhere. Chad and Danny and Warren and Stacy, Alex, Paul. Everyone loves this. Great job selling out. Highest point ever. Keep getting more orders. This works very good. I'm pausing because I'm out of inventory. Over 300% increase day over day. My experience is proof that what you do works. 5-star review after 5-star review after 5-star review. Tahir, Abraham, Sam, Gerald. This is not just me. Go look at it on Google. Here's an overview of what we provide for everyone that we work with. High converting product marketing inserts, email and SMS collection funnels, TUS compliant opt-ins, custom professionally written follow-up emails, continual email marketing. We'll warm up any current list you have. We do ongoing email campaigns every single month, unlimited product launches, customer email list management, email service provider management, and then monthly reporting showing the results we're producing. This all looks like a huge headache and a ton of work simply because it is. It is a ton of work and it is a headache. But don't forget, we do all this completely for you, completely hands off on your part. This chart shows our average seller's growth over 24 months. As you can see, this type of marketing grows exponentially once it's started, but your cost stays the same. Now, remember when you promised that if you see something that can help you achieve your goals today, you typed that you would take action and you promised? Well, right now is the time. Hundreds of clients around the globe can't be wrong. You see, this is no joke. I've actually created something truly extraordinary that you can only get on this special webinar. Now, in the past, we've charged between $4,000 and $10,000 per month for this exact service and have hundreds of happy clients, along with a few bad ones, I guess. Let's just be honest. But even though it's worth what others are paying, you have access to something truly extraordinary today. Because when it comes to pricing, to have us create and manage all your post-purchase marketing, honestly, the range is between $900 and $20,000, depending on how big your business is, how many SKUs you have, and how much work we have to do. All right? Depends on a lot of things, but I'm not here to sell you that today. I'm here to help you. And I want you to know it would be absolutely impossible to allow you to join Post-Purchase Pro without seeing if you're a good fit first, which requires a quick phone call to find out more about your business. This is for you if you're the seller that wants more growth. You're tired of shrinking profits. You want to stop flushing your profit down the drain on ads. You're ready to build a customer list. You want to launch products on demand, and you want to boost keyword ranking and create repeat orders and increase profit margins. I don't care if you're private label or wholesale, this works. If you take me up on this invitation to talk to us on the phone, I'm also going to give you an instant $500 credit to use for Post-Purchase Pro. All right. So in order to take advantage of this exclusive invitation and receive your $500 Post-Purchase Pro credit, you must be one of the first 50 to book a call with us. Real quickly, what's the call about? For the first time since September last year, we're now open to work with new sellers like you who are looking to get a strategic post-purchase marketing setup inside your business and produce the growth that you've been looking for, not only in revenue, but also in profit. We've done this for over 1,000 sellers in almost every category imaginable. So on the call, we can easily identify what kind of opportunity you have in your business. We'll talk about your business, your goals, and determine whether your brand is a good candidate for working with us. No obligations here. Let's just chat about your business and what you've done. You and only you get to decide if working together is a good move for you. The good news is that we can do all of this for you. and start producing big results in your business. Now, you want to find out if your business is a good fit for us to set up and manage your post-purchase marketing? There's a truth that I have to let you in on. We can't do this for everyone all at once. That's why we had to shut down in September. We were way too busy. We only have a limited amount of calls available for this exclusive webinar offer, okay? That number right now stands at 50 as we're speaking. So in a few minutes, all you smart action takers on this call, you're going to start snatching up these limited call spots. And when all those 50 spots are taken, you're going to see this screen, which unfortunately means that we're booked up and you will not be able to get in for who knows how long. We can only talk to so many sellers at a time. So this is truly a limited invitation. There's nothing for sale here. Put your credit card away. This is only an invitation to talk to us on the phone and find out more about our strategies and if they're right for you. All right. Now, before I do that, Yoni, let's give something away.
All
What do we
right.
have? Seth, you got the wheel ready, Yoni?
I've got the wheel ready, Sean.
All right. So why don't you do a screen share? We're going to give away some AirPods and then we're going to start. I'm going to give up this URL. So those ready to book a call with us will have an opportunity.
All right,
That's not
Sean,
much
so
of
you
a
see this
spin.
wheel going?
It's slow. It's slow.
Low, low, low. Okay, here we go. We're getting
No,
ready to
it's
spin
not
this
spinning
wheel,
yet.
guys.
You gotta click on the.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Round and round she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. There's a winner, 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 chicken dinner. Who's got
Okay,
it?
only one winner for this
All
AirPod.
right.
Okay, so Tina, if you're here, reach out to Seth and provide him with your contact info and especially your address so we
Yeah,
can
Tina.
send on
Hey,
and
make
deliver
sure
this
Tina's still
AirPod.
here, guys. Make sure
Yeah,
Tina's
is
still
yeah,
not
here.
here.
you got.
So we
No?
we'll do a respin here, Yoni.
Okay, go ahead.
No, she left early.
All right, you gotta
You
stick
gotta
to it.
stick around. You gotta stick around. Here we go.
Round and round she goes. Where it stops, nobody knows.
Q.
Hey, we
Oh,
got
the,
Q. Q just
the
left
mystery.
too.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
how do we update the list? Can you update it or the wheel?
Well, there was like 3 people that bounced out after we loaded the list in.
Got it.
Let's see here. Oh my.
Kashif? No.
This is a tie. Kasif's around.
Yeah, it looks red to me.
There
Kashif,
we go. Kashifs are here.
you
Kasif,
sure?
yeah, he says he's here. Good. Okay, so
Yes.
reach out to Seth, provide the information. Okay, good. So
That's
probably
beautiful.
we'll
So
take care of
Kashif,
you.
just let us know your name and address, and we will get those AirPods shipped out to you.
All right, here we go. Mazel Tov. They're speaking Hebrew over here. What does that mean?
Congratulations.
Okay.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov. I don't know. Uh-oh. What happened to my slides? Holy smokes. Okay, here we go.
Wrong
Here we
slide,
go.
Sean.
Now-
You're sharing the wrong screen.
Oh man, I'm sharing the wrong screen again.
Presenter
Why
notes.
is why do I
it's
keep
his
doing
presenter
this?
mode. It's all right.
My goodness. Hold up. Which screen do I want to share?
Okay, let's unscreen it. Choose the one that you want to share. It's on, then choose it. You'll see it in the tiles. When
That's
Zoom
easy for
prompts
you
you.
to
There
say.
we go.
There we go.
I have 6 monitors over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I'm sorry. 5 monitors. All right, here we go. We're going to start this countdown. So, Tracy, on the back end, folks, go to pppcall.com. There's nothing you can buy there. There's nothing for sale. There's no credit card form. It's simply a redirect to a calendar link. And Tracy, as those calls are booked, I want you to mark these down. I want you to just count down these spots. We have 50 to go around, 50. And that shouldn't last long based on what we've done in the past, Seth. So what do we have over there, Seth?
Yeah, so I just dropped the actual hyperlink to the calendar into the chat box. So if that's easier, guys, then instead of typing pppcall.com, you can just click on that link right there in the chat. So
All right.
yeah, go ahead.
It looks like those spots are being grabbed up. We're going to try to keep this updated. So in true Sean Hart style, I've also prepared 2 crazy valuable bonuses only available for sellers who grab one of these call spots. Remember, at pppcall.com, you can only book a call with us. You can't talk to anyone today. You can't buy anything. So put your credit cards and your checkbooks away. This is just a no obligation call. We want to talk to you about your business, see if you're a good fit for what we're doing here. But Seth, we have a couple of cool bonuses that we're going to give away only to those who book a call today live on this webinar. So shame on you if you're watching this replay. These bonuses are not going to be available to you, Seth. Well, it looks like we're down to 40. We got 37. Hey guys, stop right there. Let's go. I want to switch over to, let's go look at the bonuses, Seth. Let's talk about these two
Okay.
bonuses worth about $4,000. So shift gears here real quick, and then we'll come back and we'll start counting down these spots. If you've already booked your call with us, just say yes in the chat box and we'll congratulate you. Seth, what the heck is the fast action bonus number one, Audience Alliance, and why should I care?
Yeah. So essentially, about 2 years ago now, Sean and I got this idea that we could take the exact same concept that we'd been doing for years in our own business and help other sellers utilize it in their business. And what it is essentially where you can create a temporary alliance with other sellers in your same category that are selling similar products, serving the same avatar, but you're not competing. So I'll give you an example. What if Sean and I are selling to the same exact customer, like a kitchen customer? Sean's selling pizza pans and I'm selling pizza cutters. Well, it makes perfect sense for me to sell my pizza cutter to his pizza pan audience and then let him have the opportunity to sell his pizza pan to my pizza cutter audience. And that's what Audience Alliance is. So essentially, we have more than 1,000 sellers in our network of clients that we've served that are selling on Amazon in almost every category imaginable. And this bonus is called Audience Alliance, where we can take your product and put it in front of a brand new audience each and every month. That is free because it's an email audience. It's the best, highest converting audience type on the planet. Amazon says so themselves. And then in return, you'll promote their product as a reciprocity thing. So we're forming these alliances and getting free traffic that helps generate sales, ranking, reviews on a monthly basis. It's really, really powerful. And that's how we've grown our business internally. So I love that bonus, Sean.
Now, if you were to be inside of our program and if you wanted access to our alliance of buyer audiences, then it would cost you $2,000 per month. But if you simply book a call with us and we decide to work together, you're going to get lifetime access to Audience Alliance at how much, Seth? Free. No charge. It's completely included in what we do for you. So that's a $2,000 per month free bonus. And then we have a bonus number two. Thank you very much. Just in time. If you also take one of these 50 spots during this live call, not if you're watching the replay, you get fast action bonus number two, Amazon customer order data. What the heck is that and why should I care, Seth, at pppcall.com?
Yes. So Amazon customer order data is an amazing bonus. And here's why. If you think about all the sales that you generated today and yesterday and last week and last month, right? All of that customer data Amazon has in their databases, but you don't have access to it. If you go or download an order report, what do you see? Well, you don't see very much, right? You just see like the order ID. But actually, through an API connection, that data is stored in your account. And you can get your customer's name and your customer's mailing address. And why that's so valuable is because you can take your historical order data, pull it out of Amazon, and then you can match up a real email address to it using a process called data point matching. They sometimes also call it email appends. You can Google that. And you can find a real email associated with all of your past customers. Well, I guess not all of them. The match rate is around 40 to 50%. So let's imagine that you had 10,000 customers over the last month. Well, you could add about 4,000 to 5,000 emails to your customer list from past customers that you've already served. That's amazing. That data is impossible to get. You can search around as much as you want. You will not find a way to do it, but we can get that data for you. Amazon is delivering it to us through the API connection on behalf of your account, and we will give it to you as a bonus. Bonus number two, like Sean said, that's a $2,000 per month upcharge that we would typically charge, but this is included because you were on this call.
Even if we work with you on a $900 basis, you still get this $4,000 worth of bonuses free only if you book the call during the live webinar, which we're still live right now. I think, Alexa, what day is today? Yeah, she says it's Wednesday, February 7th. I think that's today, right? So pppcall.com. We're going to shift back over. Let's shift gears, guys, and go see how many of these call spots we have left. I think we left off at about 40. Audience Alliance, we're $2,000. Yes, other sellers will send your product in an email to their customers from their brand. So it gets automatic authority and automatic trust. And then customer order data, you can't get it anywhere else. Normally $2,000 per month and worth every single penny, to be frank about it. You'll get that absolutely free at no additional charge. Let's switch back over there, guys. So we had, holy smokes, I thought we had 40. Looks like we have 30 or keep. All right. Are we live yet? All right. We have 27. It's finally slowed down here. So we have 27 spots left, Seth. There's 50 available. Those of you who've already booked a spot and you said yes in the chat box, I'd like to talk to you for a moment. If you have a mic and you're willing to come on live and talk about this with your colleagues present, then just say, pick me in the chat box and Seth will get you mic'd up. I want to find out about your business, answer any questions you may have specifically about what we do. And who knows, someone else could learn from that. So just type pick me in the chat box. We have 24 spots remaining, Seth.
Yeah. So Yoni, we have Kashif sent over the information for the AirPod giveaway. So I just sent that to you. Looks like we'll be able to take care of that. Fabian says yes. Let's see if he's got a mic here.
Fabian. I like that name.
I think it's Fabian, but just
Fabian.
Okay.
European style. Fabian is more the
Okay.
Indiana style.
Well, say it however you like,
Love it.
Yoni.
Fabian.
Yoni.
Just call it
Yanni.
Fab.
You said I can say it any way I want.
Yoni, Yanni.
No doubt.
All right. So let's see here. So Fabian, are you with us? It says talking permitted, but maybe it's muted on their side. So
Hopefully they have a mic set, or Fabian has a mic set. Hopefully.
Hi guys, can you hear me?
Hey,
There he
Fabian. Is it Fabian or Fabian?
Yeah, it's either way. Either way is correct. So
Which one
How
do
do
you
you
prefer?
use? How do you
Fabian,
yeah?
Fabian.
Fabian.
It
You
works
know, I met
either
this
way,
guy
yeah.
named Steven once, and I called him Steven all day, and he said, for your information, it's Stefan. And I said, whatever.
Okay.
Come on, you're
Right,
just trying to sound
you're
cool.
European. Yeah. How do you pronounce your own name usually?
Well, I'm European originally, so there it was just Fabian.
Told you guys. That's all you had
In
to say.
English,
We're
it's
good.
usually in English it's Fabian. Now I live in Panama, so in Spanish it's Fabian.
All right, that's
how I say it.
one for Yanni, zero for
Perfectly
Steph.
fine.
So what made you decide to book a call with us today, Fabian?
Well, a lot of the things that you talked about on the call obviously resonated with me. I think we're doing a pretty good job overall with our Amazon business, but there's definitely still some weaknesses and definitely making more out of our existing customer database. Sounds like a great plan. Sounds like a great idea. We do some limited email marketing, but we can definitely double down on that. And I guess that with your experience and everything you've been doing for other customers, we should be able to squeeze out a bit more business out of our existing customer database. So yeah, I definitely
Love
want to
it.
jump on a call with you guys and look at it a bit more in detail
It's
to
like
see
found money.
what else can be done.
When you can squeeze more profit without doing any more work, that's kind of a no-brainer, right, Fabian?
Yeah, definitely. Sounds like a good plan, right?
What through the strategies that we shared today, which one resonates the most with you in your current position?
Well, definitely the whole post-purchase stuff. But additional to that, I think it's quite interesting, and I'm just looking at our product mix to see which product we can clone, and just test it out, like clone it, create 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 copies of these products. Even though we've launched them a while ago, they're not new launches, but which one can we just copy and clone, and see what happens? Definitely very, very positive on testing that.
Amazing. So Fabian, these three strategies pair with each other. So a lot of sellers will have 1 or 2, but not 3. And you really need all 3. And here's why, because you have to be consistently adding winning products to your line. And so when you test with those small quantities, like in breakthrough number 1, you can identify a winner, which then you can scale up the revenue and the sales volume with breakthrough number 2, which is creative cloning. So we clone that revenue. And so then we have way more customers coming through the business. And then what do we do with all these customers? Well, we have them come back and buy again. We have them come back and buy, a cross sale, repeat sale. So then we use post-purchase marketing to do all that, which where all the profit is. So you really need all 3. So I'm super glad that you brought that up, Fabian. So I really appreciate you coming on here today, man.
Yeah, thanks, Fabian. So for
My pleasure.
those
Thank
other
you, guys.
sellers, there's still several, few dozen sellers that are live on the call, Fabian. What would you say to those who are kind of curious about this, but a little bit reluctant to book the call? I mean, there was no hurdle there, right? Did anybody try to sell you anything?
No, it's just an appointment. It's just a call, and I think after you hear all the details and you know more and get the cost and return on investment, then everyone makes that decision for himself or for his business.
There you go. Oh, well, thanks for joining us and thanks for sharing your experience with us, Fabian.
Hey, Sean, we have Ryan Kim's had his hand up the entire time. I don't know if that's an accident or if he's got something to say, but I'm going to try to mic up Ryan here.
Also, Kashif is in Pakistan, so I think Yoni, it's better. Why don't we just have him order some AirPod Pros and send us the receipt and we'll reimburse him. It probably costs you more to ship them to Pakistan.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, good point. Though we're gonna have to crunch this out and figure this out.
Yeah, why don't you just order those and send us the receipt and we'll just reimburse you, Kashif. It'll take like 6 years to get those and probably cost more than the AirPods to ship them over there.
So Ryan Kim, I just unmuted you.